Let us pray. Father, it's a privilege to stand before a group of young people that have dedicated their lives to become special tonight because it's a graduation night. A lifetime of work and dedication to become what they are. And it reminds us, Lord, that we have so many highs and lows in our life, beginnings and endings. There was a beginning when they first came to the school and didn't know which door to even go in. And then there was an ending when it comes to the time that they get their graduation. And Lord, then that's just the beginning of a life that all things can be done. And so we just lift them up to you tonight, and not only them, but all the faculty and the education facilities, and not only here, but all over. Because our young people deserve the best that they can get to become the best that they can. And I ask you to walk with each and one of them for the rest of their lives and guide every footstep so that when it comes to that last time that we finish, we'll be finished the race of life and be home with you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. God bless you.
Good evening. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Southeastern Technical College, it is a privilege for me to welcome you to our 2013-2014 graduation ceremony. There are some special guests that we would like to recognize tonight. And as I call each group, if you would stand and hold your applause until they are all standing. Would the parents of our graduates please stand? The parents of our graduates, if you would stand and remain standing. Would the spouses or significant others of our graduates please stand and remain standing? Would the children of our graduates please stand and remain standing? Graduates, join me in welcoming these very special guests. Thank you. You may be seated. There are some other special guests who are here, and would you please stand as I call your names and remain standing? And again, audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. We have one of our local board members with us tonight, Mr. Donnie Sweat, representing Johnson County. The chair of our board, Judge Don Wilkes. We have a foundation trustee, John Bruton, representing Trutland County. And would the faculty, staff, and administration of Southeastern Technical College please stand? This group has worked tirelessly over the years for technical and adult education, in support of it, and continues to do so. Please join me in thanking them. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce those who are on the stage, beginning at my right. Ms. Karen Vereen, Registrar of Southeastern Technical College, will assist with the presentation of the diplomas. And she is in charge of making sure that a graduate has completed all the requirements for a degree, diploma, or certificate. Judge Don Wilkes, Chair of Southeastern Technical College's Board of Directors, will bring greetings from the board. Mr. Larry Calhoun, Provost of Southeastern Technical College, will introduce our keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker tonight is the Development Authority Exec and Chamber Exec of Emmanuel County, Mr. Ken Warnock. Mr. Bunny, the pastor here in Swainsboro, gave our invocation and will give our benediction. And Dr. Barry Dotson, Vice President for Student Affairs at Southeastern Technical College, will assist in the presentation of the diplomas and is in charge of putting together this graduation ceremony. At this time, I would like to direct my remarks to our graduates. Graduates, this is a time to celebrate your achievements, and that is why we are here tonight, to celebrate. To kick off this celebration, I'd like to share some of the important lessons that I've learned during my career that I hope will be helpful to you. Lesson 1, find a career that you really love. Graduates, whenever possible, choose an occupation that you would do even if you did not need the money. I have been so blessed in my career. I still get excited about the new initiatives that we have going at Southeastern Technical College. I'm still passionate about technical and adult education and the positive impact it has on people's lives. The late Steve Jobs, who was the co-founder of Apple Computers, said, "You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle." That is great advice from a very successful man. So graduates, lesson 1, find a career that you love and don't settle until you find it. Lesson 2, take responsibility for your own life. The megastar Oprah Winfrey said, I think that the greatest lesson I have learned in life is that I am responsible for my life. Graduates, just like Oprah Winfrey, only you have control over what becomes of your life. Hopefully, you will be successful in your life, as successful as Oprah has been. So, graduates, lesson 2, never give up on your dream of living the life you've imagined for yourself. And remember, you and only you are responsible for your own life. Lesson 3, continue to challenge yourself. Graduates, the credential that you receive this evening is just the beginning. Education is a lifelong journey. When you quit learning, you quit growing. Education is also the great equalizer. No matter what you were born into, in terms of your socioeconomic status, race, color, creed, national or ethnic origin, gender, religion, disability, age, political affiliation, or belief, education is the great equalizer. It puts you on an even playing field with everyone else. When I'm interviewing someone for a job, I don't care how much money their parents have. Their race or gender don't matter to me. I usually don't even know their age or their political affiliation. What I care about is whether they are the best person for the job in terms of the skills they have obtained, whether they have a can-do attitude, whether they have a passion for the job, and whether they're interested in continuing to grow. The more education you have, the greater the chance you have to be successful. Graduates, continuously raise the bar for yourself. Don't be afraid to try new things, and don't be afraid to fail every now and then. If you don't fail every now and then, you probably are not pushing yourself. The famous basketball star Michael Jordan stated, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. I can accept failure, but I can't accept not trying. And that is why I have been successful." Graduates, that's great advice from one of the greatest basketball stars of all time. So lesson 3, to be truly successful, you must keep challenging yourself. Don't settle for status quo. And finally, the last lesson that I'll share with you tonight, lesson 4, be kind. The golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In your careers, you will meet many people. I encourage you to be kind to all of them. One of them might be your boss one day. The way you treat people says a lot about your character. I had the privilege to hear the poet Maya Angelou several years ago. One of her quotes has to do with the way you treat people. She said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So lesson 4, how you treat other people does not go unnoticed, and they will remember how you made them feel. These 4 lessons that I've just shared with you are the most important lessons that I've learned over my career. Graduates, I hope that you will practice these lessons and become very, very, very successful. And when you become very, very successful, don't forget your alma mater, Southeastern Technical College. Our foundation accepts gifts. No gift is too small or too large. Okay? You know, graduation is not really an ending. It's a beginning, and that's why this ceremony tonight is called Commencement Exercises. This is a new beginning in your life, and I'm very pleased to be a part of it. I extend to each of you my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes in all of your future endeavors. And at this time, Judge Don Wilkes, the chair of Southeastern Technical College, will come to the podium and extend greetings from the Board of Directors. Thank you.
Good evening. It's also my honor to welcome everyone on behalf of the Southeastern Technical College Board of Directors to the 2014 graduation ceremonies. This is a wonderful occasion. I see all the smiles, so I know it. But I want to welcome the graduates, their families, and their friends that are with them, the special guests, our board members, our foundation members, our community, our faculty and staff, and we want to thank all of you for being here tonight. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff for their dedication and hard work. It has paid off, as you can tell by the students you have here tonight. And again, we're here to celebrate and also congratulate you graduates on your achievements here at Swainsboro Technical College or Southeastern Technical College and to confirm that you're on the right track to success. You will always remember the teachers, the classmates, and the times you spent here at Southeastern Technical College. You have learned more than you know. You've learned valuable lessons from your teachers, your parents, and your peers that you will take with you through the rest of your lives. Be proud of your accomplishments. Continue to be willing to learn. Build on a good reputation throughout life. You will take your reputation with you, and it is very important to you. Be a team player. 2 brains are always better than 1. And remember that lack of knowledge is the greatest reason for fear. And I also want to remind you to be the very best at whatever you do, so you'll never have to look back and wish you had done something different. And always follow God. And in closing, I'd just like to give you something to think about by Oliver Wendell Holmes. He says, "I find the great things in this world is not so much where we stand as in what direction we're moving. We must sail sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it, but we must sail and not drift nor lie at anchor." Welcome again, and thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Well, I'm up here to introduce our speaker, but before I do that, I just want to say a special thanks to the graduates for taking the time to come to the ceremony tonight and for your family and friends that are here to support you. There's probably 10 times the number of folks listed in your program that are here, and one of the reasons is that they might have graduated a while ago, and most of them are working. So congratulations, and you'll be either working or continuing your education soon. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce our graduation speaker for this evening. And when I was trying to think about what to say for Ken, because I don't like to read the bio, I think everybody can read, the word that came to mind was leader. Ken Warnick is a leader. Now, when you hear those words, what do you think? Genevieve Quigley, assistant professor of English at Hillsdale College, says a leader is someone you look for to blame things on. Does that sound familiar? They're the one who is willing to do what no one else has the courage to do, and who then ends up making you look good as part of their team. They have a thick skin, not easily damaged by idle rumor or petty backbiting. That sounds familiar. But a leader is always sensitive to everything around them: people, problems, ideas, possibilities, and so on. As you graduates go forward in life, you will often find yourselves in situations where you need to be a leader. I dare say every one of you has already found yourself in that position at some level. So here are a few characteristics that Professor Quigley has identified. Believe in yourself. If you don't, no one else will. Believe in others, and they will do more than they thought they could. Pursue excellence. Admit mistakes. Be creative. Be a worker. Be a dreamer. Be an educator. Be a student. Never stop learning. Be an idealist. Be a realist. Be committed. Be an observer and a listener. Be ambitious. Never be completely satisfied with the way things are. Be a humanitarian. Have integrity. And finally, one we all usually don't have enough of, have a sense of humor. It will keep you sane and functioning. Direct it towards yourself, not others, and it will allow you to view the human condition in its true perspective and keep you from taking yourself too seriously. For those of you who don't know Ken Warnock, I recommend you read his information in the program to get a small sample of some of the things a leader does. For those of you who know him, you don't need to read of his accomplishments to know that he is a leader who gets things done for our community. Finally, a wise person once said a person should know when to lead, when to follow, and when to get out of the way. So now I'm going to get out of the way. Please join me in a warm welcome for Ken Warnock.
Thank you, Larry. You're too kind. President Mitchell, Provost Calhoun, faculty, staff, administration, parents, and family of graduates, thank you for allowing me the honor of speaking to you tonight. I congratulate and commend each one of you on your academic achievements and completing your certificate and degree program requirements, giving you the right to be recognized as graduates of Southeastern Technical College. Give yourself a hand. You see, I too sat where you sat 34 years ago when I received my emergency medical technician certification at then Swainsboro Vocational Technical School, class of 1980. I later went on to work with the Emmanuel County EMS and served as an instructor in the emergency medical technician program here at Swainsboro Tech for a while completing my degree at East Georgia State College, then Emmanuel County Junior College. I cannot imagine the number of lives I had the opportunity to touch as a result of the training that I received here on this campus. My hope for you is that you use your education and training obtained here to make a positive difference in the lives you touch from now on. I hope each and every one of you will be successful in every endeavor you choose to pursue. Don't be discouraged by failure. Failure is an essential part of success. Failure is success's way of getting rid of the unnecessary to allow for a clear path so true success may be achieved. Success is like an act of faith. You have to believe it in order for it to happen. In fact, people of faith know that the right doors will open at the right time because there is a higher plan, and fulfilling that plan is part of our mission. You see, God calls all of us to be disciples for Christ, servants for Him to the rest of the world. To be truly successful is to be able to serve others, to strive to have a true servant's heart. The first century Roman philosopher Seneca once stated, "Luck is when preparation meets opportunity." Several, including Will Smith and Oprah, have since chosen to modify this quote, saying, "Success is when preparation meets opportunity." You have accomplished the preparation portion by completing your respective program requirements and graduating tonight in those programs of study. I am here to tell you that opportunity awaits each and every one of you right here in our area. In preparing for tonight, I requested and was sent the list of programs you were obtaining certificate, diplomas, and degrees in. I want everyone in the auditorium to hear the list of these programs. They are quite impressive. Accounting, business administrative technology, cosmetology, criminal justice technology, early childhood care and education, electrical systems technology, fish and wildlife management, medical assisting, practical nursing, administrative support assistant, computerized accounting specialist, healthcare assistant, nurse aid, and general education development. There are opportunities in each one of these programs right here in our community. This means success is just around the corner for each of you. Remember, success is when preparation meets opportunity. If you want to be truly successful, here's the best advice that I can give you. Get ready for it. Invest in that success. Do everything you possibly can to be prepared so that when the right opportunity presents itself, not only will you recognize it, but you will also be in a great position to take advantage of it. While on my own spiritual journey several years ago, I stumbled across the phrase, love life, do good, live well. I didn't think much about those 6 words until a few years later when I was preparing to speak to another group of young people, and they resurfaced. These 6 words got me thinking how I could apply them to the lives of the young people I was addressing. The following were the comments I made to that group, and I feel are most appropriate for you on this occasion. Love life, do good, live well. Love life. Simply spoken seems easy, but life by the minute or hour can seem difficult at times. Even day to day can be trying. From getting up on time, harder for some than others, to making it to school or work, or sometimes both, can be a daunting task. Deciding what to eat or what to wear can even become a regular burden. Paying rent, a mortgage, living expenses, car payments, education and school loans, all can make the best of times occasionally seem like the not so best of times. But the fact that you can get up, that you have the privilege to attend a college like Southeastern Technical College, or that you have a job that allows you to pay rent, or maybe even a mortgage, or continue your education makes you the blessed ones. The fact that you have the ability to put a roof over your head, electricity, and something to eat every day puts you in the top 5% of the world's population. While you may not be able to choose your family, you do have the choice to choose your friends, where you have gone to school, what you have chosen as a career. You have made good choices, but the best is yet to come. You are given the gift of life each and every day that the sun rises. And as it sets, you are given the freedom to reflect on what you have chosen to do with your life for that day. You can learn from that day's mistakes, celebrate your victories, get a good night's rest, and improve on the choices you made in the past tomorrow. Love life. It's an opportunity and a gift given to each and every one of us each and every day. Do good. Doing good is a choice. Speaking to a stranger, giving a gentle smile to someone you may not be familiar with, calling to check on a friend, holding the door for a colleague, helping a fellow coworker with a task that's not your responsibility, paying the check for the car behind you at the drive-thru. Simple acts of kindness, paying ahead, if you will. You may be the only opportunity someone has to experience one of these simple acts of kindness in the course of their day. Doing good or being kind to our neighbors costs very little, or more often than not, it costs us nothing more than a few seconds out of our busy schedules. A kindly spoken good morning. How are you? I hope you have a great day. A simple smile. 98.4% of smiles, all smiles are contagious. And by the way, 74.2% of all statistics are made up. Those few seconds of kindness on your part can make the difference in whether or not someone has a bad day, an average day, a good day, or may actually be what it takes to start one of the best days of their lives. And the beauty of doing good is that person may actually pass it on, and that person may pass it on, and on, and on. Jesus tells us in Matthew 7:12, as Dr. Mitchell alluded to earlier, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or treat others like you would like to be treated. Great words to live by. Live well. Now, definitions of living well can vary as much as the number of excuses college students may have for skipping a particular class. But for tonight, we're talking about your quality of life. Not to be misconstrued with the quantity of life. I'm not talking about how much stuff you have or think you need. I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about living life to its fullest. Regardless of what program you're receiving your degree or certificate in tonight, you have to have a good mix of work and non-work activities. First, I hope you have chosen a career path that you truly enjoy. Maybe it's even your life's passion, something you would do every day, even if you didn't get paid to do it. You can then be one of the fortunate ones that gets paid for doing what they love. To me, living well means living healthy and a financially secure life. You can have lots of money, but if your health isn't great, you'll have a hard time enjoying life. If you have great health but no money, you'll be working all day just to pay the bills. I realize that money isn't everything, but people earning a decent living can do a lot more in terms of inspiring and helping others than people who are flat out broke and are solely focused on making ends meet. I want you to work towards being in a position where you work because you want to instead of working because you have to survive. That in itself will make your life a lot more enjoyable. Taking care of your health shouldn't be something you start doing only after you have to buy a new wardrobe, not because what you have is no longer fashionable, but because you can no longer breathe comfortably in what you do have. Don't wait until your doctor tells you the bad news. Lose weight, lose years, and your quality of life. Another piece of junk food isn't going to harm you. Another cigarette isn't going to kill you. Not exercising today won't matter much to your health. However, doing these things each day over a period of time will destroy your health. Take the time each and every day to take care of yourself and maintain a healthy lifestyle. A healthy life is a happy life. It takes discipline, but wouldn't you rather be 60 and healthy or living each day in pain, having tubes hooked up to you, wishing you had listened and feeling bad for being a burden to your loved ones? Love life, do good, live well. Remember these 6 words. Make them your screensaver on your phone, your computer. Write them on the mirror where you get ready to go to work every day or to school. These 6 words can change, direct, and help you achieve the goals you choose to pursue for your life. Love those in your life. Do good for those who need your help. And live life to the fullest. We can't change yesterday. We can only learn from our mistakes and celebrate our accomplishments. We can't make today last any longer. We can only make today count. We can't always control what happens tomorrow, but we can control how we react to its events and turn them into an opportunity to live as a positive role model. Everyone has someone that looks up to them as a mentor. That person may be where you once were when someone inspired you to do more with your life. Be a positive influence on those around you. We are all living examples through our actions. Make sure your actions have a positive impact on those whom you come in contact with. Thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to share in this recognition and celebration of your achievements. May God bless each and every one of you, our community, and our country. Godspeed.
Mr. Warnick, would you please join me at the podium, please? Mr. Warnick, your involvement, commitment, and promotion of technical education within the Emmanuel County area has been beneficial in assisting us in the fulfillment of our vision. It is this vision to deliver quality post-secondary education and training which empowers our students for success. On behalf of the student body, I would like to express our appreciation for the inspiring words you have shared with us and to present you with this small token of our appreciation.
Tonight, we're here to recognize the 2013-2014 candidates for graduation. Before we begin the presentation of diplomas, I would like to recognize a special group, our honor graduates. This group of students is wearing the gold honor cord tonight. To be an honor graduate, a student must be enrolled in a degree or diploma program and have an overall grade point average of at least 3.75 out of a possible 4.0. Would the honor graduates please stand at this time? I would also like to recognize students who have excelled in other areas. Information about their honors may be found in your program. Members of the Student Leadership Council are wearing a blue and white ribbon with a gold medallion. Members of Skills USA are wearing a red and white stole. The graduates are grouped by program of study. Please hold your applause and remarks until all graduates have received their diplomas so that each graduate's name is heard. Will the candidates for graduation please stand? Mr. Wilkes, Dr. Mitchell, these candidates have met all the requirements for their respective degrees, diplomas, certificates, and/or GEDs, and it is with pleasure that I present them to you. With the recommendations of the academic instructors of their respective programs and by the authority vested in me by the Southeastern Technical College Board of Directors, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, diploma, certificate, and/or GED with all of the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. Will the graduates please come forward? Associate of Applied Degrees Programs, Accounting, Amber Richardson. Business Administrative Technology, Sharon Houston. Diploma Programs, Business Administrative Technology, Wendy Danielle Bullard. Cosmetology, Kaylee Tamari Blunt. Criminal Justice Technology, Monica Smith. Early Childhood Care and Education, Mary Elizabeth Shingleton. Electrical Systems Technology, Curtis Lewis Jr. Rodriguez Patterson. Trayon Williams. Fish and Wildlife Management, Virginia Tibbetts. Medical Assisting, Alicia Alexander Branch. Holly Marie Evans. Letitia Denise Rutherford. Tashara Beatrice Williams. Certificate Programs, Administrative Support Assistant, Megan Kirkland. Ms. Kirkland is also receiving a certificate in Microsoft Excel Application Professional and Microsoft Word Application Professional. Computerized Accounting Specialist, Jeffrey P. Flonnery. Mr. Flonnery is also receiving a certificate in Office Accounting Specialist and Payroll Accounting Specialist. Early Childhood Care and Education Basics, Nicole Garrett McKenzie. Minoko Yolanda Odom. Electrical Systems Assistant, Mitchell J. Passmore. Healthcare Assistant, Artisha M. Freeman Brown. Ms. Brown is also receiving a certificate in Nurse Aid. Ladaria Lennon. Sukari McKinley Mitchell. Ms. Mitchell is also receiving a certificate in Nurse Aid. Sharnice Thomas. Nurse Aid, Angie Renee Fulmore. Terrell Williams Johnson. Ashley Tricia Jones. Jada Ann Weeks. Rainey Lee White. GED, Chandler Anderson. Michael Ben. Amy Christine Bragg. Jada Nicole Bragg. Shannon Marie Kyler. Jermaine Ricardo Graham. Danielle Christina Herring. Dante Johnson. Sabrina Ruth Ann Jones. Gregory Millard. Hugh Dorsey Miller. Timothy Oglesby. Margot Centrell Phillips. Fabiola Camarillo Ramos. Kimberly Denise Savage Tapley. Christopher Smith. Brandon Solon. Irma Laura Solis.
Lucinda Demetrius Newkirk.
Lucinda Demetrius Newkirk. Carolyn Fraser Strobridge. John Neil Sykes. Robert Zimmerman. Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2013-2014 graduates of Southeastern Technical College. Graduates, Graduates, I know you think we're doing our best to confuse you, and we had told you earlier because of the rain we were not going to let you march out, but the sun is out, so we're actually going to let you process out since it was your request.
Before I say the closing prayer and let you guys loose, something entered my mind a while ago, and if it keeps bothering me long enough, I usually have to let it out, okay? I spent 13 years in 4 different schools in the Board of Education and a lot of transportation. And if I just felt like one of you guys knew who Mr. Bunny is, I just think it would be great. Because you were probably some of the kids, young people that I had in school. If it's not, you probably are already gone. I just want to thank you for letting me be a part of this, though, because I loved all those 13 years, and I loved the students that I had. And it was such a privilege to see them achieve the things that they set forth in their life and all. And I hope the same thing happens to you in your life, okay? Pray with me, please. God, I want to thank you for the opportunity to just say a moment of credit to these young folks that has worked so hard to get where they're at today. And in the beginning, some of them probably felt like, oh, Lord, I can never get through this again. But look at them now. And this is now just another beginning. There's no telling what God can help these people do in a whole lifetime. You ain't got to accomplish it in a day or a week or even 1 year. You just got to keep holding in there, doing everything you possibly can every day and giving God the praise for all the accomplishments you have. I encourage you to keep a strong faith and continue your education and love those that have helped you thus far, mothers, fathers, and the school system. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. God bless you all.